right, welcome everybody. Game week 4, week 1, 2, and 3. Lots of the points came from the supposed templates. Now we get to the interesting transfers. Where do we go from here? So, game week 4, coming on the back of game week 3, which was really bad for most people because you had defenses that got 0, 0, 1, 1. So, your premium defenders were really, really bad last week. So, interesting week to see because lots of people will be reacting, lots of people will be taking some chances, lots of people will be making transfers and jumping on some bandwagons. So there's a couple of bandwagon players. It might be nice to know who they are, and a couple of players just to be mindful of because you might get priced out if you react too late. So let's have a look at game week 4, and these are the players that were transferred in the most this week and transferred out the most this week. And as you can see, midfielder from Leeds United, Rodrigo, is the most transferred in this game week. Perisic, Trippier, Tony, and Saliba. A very interesting transfers in, but on the transfers out, the one that I just wanted to show you is a lot of people. 342,000 people have transferred out Trent Alexander-Arnold. The Koulibaly one you can understand because that is a red card. The Darwin one you can understand because that is a red card. But the Saka and the Alexander Arnold, those are the ones that I thought just stood out to me. So there'll be a lot of people doing this week. So Pre, what's your thoughts on this getting rid of Alexander Arnold here? He's had three not bad games, but three not great returns.
Yeah, you can understand why they're selling because of the premium value. So and the lack of clean sheets. But then if you look at it, the
Yeah.
next games are good. The next games are good for Trent. So or for Liverpool and Trent.
Oh, that actually
Yeah, I
brings
mean
up
it's
the
weird that they will sell him unless you don't have if you don't have Cancelo, if you don't have Arsenal players in the midfield and Jesus up
it,
front.
it is
If
a
you're
weird
the,
week to sell because of the Bournemouth fixture. I know the people that they at the start of the season there were people who had Trent and Robbo as a double up for Liverpool, and now I don't know. I would just advise them is that maybe give Liverpool one more chance against Bournemouth, and then if you want to make the transfer, yes, you can. But I think it's a good week to hold on to them. Bournemouth at Anfield, chances
yeah,
are
it's
there's a
good week.
clean sheet, and one of them gets an assist.
Good week, but you could say the same thing for the first 3 weeks.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
But
as an FPL person, you're looking at the probabilities more than you're looking at the historic.
yeah,
So
the
what's the
probability
probability? Yeah.
for the upcoming weeks, yeah, it's better to keep, way better to keep. But I'm trying to think of why you would sell, and then I'm thinking you're covering that cost for Tony also.
Yeah.
So if
Uh,
people want to move on to Tony, then fair enough. But it's dangerous because
it is a danger
Trent can get form
the
quickly.
because the money that you save from Trent, let's say Trent is 7.5. A defender is a good defender, decent defender is around 5.5, 6. So you're going to be saving 1.5 or 2, and you're going to be upgrading somewhere else in the field. So if you're using that money to upgrade, better make it a good upgrade either up front or in the midfield so that you can get some attacking points there.
Or both. You could do both. You could do Tony and Rodrigo if people want to go down that way. But I suggest they don't for now.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a so a couple of knee jerks there. So Alexander Arnold. The one I found strange is Saka, but I get it. I do understand because Arsenal performed well in 3 matches, but Saka only I think he only returned once
Yeah,
that first game.
it's
Yeah.
just a matter of time
Yeah,
for
it's a
Saka.
weird one because Saka is
It's
involved
sad.
in everything,
Mm.
but he's just not the last pass. He's not the
Yeah,
goal.
it's sad for the people that stayed, and while Arsenal on good form, he's not cashing in.
Because the points went
That's sad.
to Martinelli and Odegaard and
And
Jesus,
Jesus,
obviously. Okay, so those are a
and the
few
backline.
sales this week, and that leads on to one of the defenders that were bought this week is Saliba and Perisic. That's the one I really want because one of the shining lights in the Spurs game was Perisic. Because
Think so.
it- yeah, I do
No, I watched
because
that
in
game. He didn't play
in
that good.
in the Spurs game, Spurs were not great in the first half. But
Mm.
every time there was an attacking opportunity, it was Perisic that was the widest and the furthest forward. And every time there was a set piece, he was actually more often than not he was taking the set piece. So that's what gave me a lot of. He was involved a lot in the attacking third, not so much in the defensive third, but in the attacking third. But luckily, Wolves dominated the game in the first half, and then Spurs snuck the goal. Perisic got the assist, so there you go.
Yeah, one that you won't expect. The
You wouldn't
type that he
expect
got. Yeah,
there was a flick on, and last week I think he got another assist from the corner.
I think it was directly from the corner. He took it.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah,
he's involved. He's
yeah,
involved. He will return,
yeah.
and they got an okay game against Nottingham Forest. I know
It's
it's
an excellent game.
I know it's at Forest, but it's a probability of a
That's a very high, 50% chance of a clean sheet there in
it's
my
a good
mind.
chance there. Yeah,
Very, very
and,
good
and
chance.
and more people are buying Kieran Trippier, so his price will start moving up. It was
Mm.
originally 5. I'm sure it's 5.1 by now. And then you get your Tony and your Saliba. But the one on the top, Rodrigo.
Hmm.
What's your thoughts on Rodrigo? Because I see
Hey,
a lot of people are jumping on Rodrigo.
he had a very nice goal threat from Valencia when I watched him in La Liga. And then I thought he's going to be like cashing in when he came to Leeds because attacking the play. But then last year wasn't so good, but for the whole of the team, so it wasn't really his fault. And then like this year, he's hitting good form, good areas, and everyone seems fit there except for Bamford, which is normal. Uh, and Rodrigo from midfield, he's like a striker, which is out of position, one of the out of position guys. So that's excellent. It's a good buy. Can't blame anyone for getting him. Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Okay,
Hello.
so walk me through your team here and what you plan to do.
This is mine. Two big problems. Well, not big problems. Medium. One is a big problem, one a medium problem. It's award who's quickly becoming an issue, and
Yeah, I can see that. The
and
list are
then
getting worse.
yeah, man, what's going on? The market's almost finished. I thought that by now they would have. I don't know. I don't know if they strengthened it yet. I don't really pay attention to the market until it's done. But I don't think they strengthened yet in the
I
back
don't think so.
or in the midfield anyway. So I think he could go this week for Sanchez or Ramsdale, and then I could.
Where are you getting the
Uh,
money from?
I have a million in the bank, so that can go straight into Ramsdale.
Sorry, my delicious ramen arrived. Ramen.
That's why I couldn't get anything.
Ramen
Yeah, so I said
noodles.
Watt for Ramsdale or Watt for Sanchez from Brighton. Either one. And
Oh,
then
okay.
if I want to go further, I can go Neto for a Brighton player, which is Trossard. I prefer Trossard the most,
So has
or
your
Rodrigo
sorry,
also. But I'm gonna keep. I'm most likely keeping Neto because I'm looking forward. instead of back.
Has your
So for
Neto
this,
experiment succeeded, or
with the points, no. With the way he's playing, yes. Uh, but not the points.
so?
But
What's
then
your thoughts?
the
Keeping?
games open up again for them. I think
But
it's
now
Newcastle.
they've bought Nunes and Garish.
Yeah, that's fine. All played together against us.
But also Jimenez came off the bench as well.
Yeah, that's fine. Minutes came off the bench. That's all right. Need to play. And
And what about
Guedes
the
is
rumors? The rumors to Arsenal.
yeah. If he goes to Arsenal, then you can keep him or sell him. It doesn't matter if he's playing. If he plays for Arsenal, it'll be good. But then we'll have to wait and see on that. But for this week, I don't make two transfers, so I think I'd rather deal with the keeper one first and then Neto. But if I'm going to sell Neto, I'll sell him for a Brighton player or Rodrigo if I can get there. So it'd be either or Neto straight or Ward straight. For
Okay.
this week, Ward looks like more of a likely one because they're playing Chelsea.
Any other changes you planning? Or
No, those are two.
okay. All right, this is my team. Raya, Cancelo, Alexander Arnold, Trippier, James, Diaz, Andreas, Martinelli, Salah, Jesus, and Haaland. I really, really want Perisic. I have
Mm-hmm.
two free transfers. I'm deciding what to do. I have
Let's see.
Rashford on my bench as well.
You should play him instead of Pereira for
Yeah, I just put
Southampton.
him. He's on my bench because he was playing Liverpool. I didn't know Liverpool would be that bad.
That's
So
true.
I brought in Pereira. Sorry, Andreas.
Yeah,
Um,
that's good. You got eight. That's
yeah, yeah.
perfect.
So there's only 2 point difference. So
Yeah.
that's not bad. Okay, so I got a couple of decisions to make because I do want. I've got two free transfers, but I'm looking at my team and I'm just wondering where to use it. There's almost nothing in the bank, but I do want to upgrade. But if I sell Rashford, I don't really want to because he's got some good fixtures coming up and his price
Hmm.
has dropped, so I'm losing out on.
You only can. Your side's actually the problem is your side's actually too good. So, or
Yeah,
the form of your team, is too good. Let's say that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
let's say you can move. Any move
I
you make is basically sideways, unless it's Raya to another keeper.
yeah. The problem is that most of these players, Cancelo, Alexander Arnold, Trippier, and James, all increased in price. So if I sell them now, I can't get them back unless I make a second, an additional transfer. So it's not going to be just a swap.
Yeah, but either way, the fixtures are grand for all of the players in the back line.
Yeah, they got very decent fixtures, very nice
So
fixtures.
that's no problem. No problem. No rush to sell them now. Only Raya.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going to keep the Liverpool three, so that's definitely. Raya, I'm going to keep for now, and I'll change that when I get the wild card in game week 9. So I'll keep Raya for now.
Oh, Everton. Okay, that's a good one to keep.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you can
no,
get you can continue to keep because there's actually no problem.
yeah, yeah. So it's just because Raya is 4.5. If I sell him, then there's nothing to buy.
This yeah, only Sanchez and Ramsdale.
Ramsdale is not 4.5. He's 5.
Yeah, but you got. Oh, you won't sell Rashford for now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm contemplating now. So
Okay,
I've got
cool.
two transfers, and I just need to think whether to use it. But then if I don't use it, then maybe I'll take a gamble on Martinelli or something.
What about for the future fixtures are the best one is Leeds for Rodrigo.
Oh,
So for the upcoming games is Brighton and Leeds. They got
yeah,
nice
it's on
fixtures.
the screen there. So there's your
Yeah.
Brighton Leeds there.
So Brighton got Leeds, Fulham, Leicester, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace. So I like Trossard from there. And then if you're gonna go, Rodrigo is also good. Brighton, Everton, Brentford, Nottingham, also good.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
will sell. I think I will use the transfers. I'm just deciding
Hmm.
which two to take out.
Yeah,
Just
myself.
thinking about Trippier actually because I know he's got Liverpool coming up as well.
But they got Wolves this week.
Yeah, Wolves can't score too. It's
Yeah,
a positive.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. So
but it's away.
why sell Trippier now? Unless
Yeah,
who
yeah.
are you thinking about? Unless
No,
instead of
the
Trippier.
the only one I want is Perisic. That's the one I want.
Oh, perfect. Then if they're playing Nottingham, we're going to score like half a goal, I think.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out a way to get Perisic into the team.
Less than
Uh,
half.
yeah, yeah. So it's gonna be fun because I think even Kane is gonna have some fun against Forest.
Yeah. Kane and a clean sheet. This is what's going to happen against Forest. Con-
Yeah. So in
Conte
case
loves a
you
clean
didn't
sheet.
hear it, after the match the other day, Pep Guardiola came out and said basically confirming that he will rotate Haaland with Alvarez. So Haaland will not play 3 games a week. So
Yeah, but we
bear
knew
that
that
in mind.
before.
Bear that in mind as we approach the Champions League. It's the
Yeah,
draw is in an hour.
we knew that before, though.
Yeah. So
It's
that'll
that's
play
how he does
parts.
things.
That'll come into my thinking then. But
Hmm.
at the moment he's 11.7. So keep and get some points.
Yeah, that's right. 100% correct.
All right, captaincy choices. So we got four people here. I think these are the four best options. But who you going with? Kane against
Salah. I'm
Forest.
going with Salah.
Yeah.
Going with Salah. He didn't play nice again, but he scores goals. So
Salah
imagine
against
he
Bournemouth.
imagine he does play nice. He scored 2 goals.
Why
And we
not?
got
Yeah, Jesus at home to Fulham sounds like a.
yeah, fair enough. If you're going for that, that's perfect as well. No problem with that. The only reason you go with Salah over Jesus is past pedigree and reaction from Liverpool.
Oh, so the bounce back.
But yeah, Fulham didn't really catch a hiding yet, but they're conceding goals, but not a lot of goals. So it's two against Brentford and two against Liverpool, and none against Wolves. The Bournemouth already got a tonking from City and Arsenal.
Yeah, but they got a good shape. They got a good shape.
A shape to let goals in against good teams.
No, which they probably yes, but they don't. They also they set up to
To
get
lose.
balls into the box for Mitrovic. So they
No, no, not talking about Fulham. Talking about Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. No, Bournemouth looks terrible actually.
Yeah, 4-3 they got. Fulham is got a Portuguese manager, so
Yeah,
if they get a lead, then Portugal, they like to catenaccio things.
Tenace.
Uh, yeah, a peri peri catenaccio, so a bit of spice on a counter. But most of the time it's tight. They keep it tight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so any final words you want to say for this week?
Look out for Brentford and Everton. I think that's going to be high scoring, as well as Leeds and Brighton. So Trossard, I think, is going to be a nice one.
Trossard. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
for a pick of a week, you can say something like a Maverick pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
We Trossard.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, and
Good.
Harrison from
Addison.
Leeds.
That's another
Yeah,
one. Yeah, that's another one that was high on the list of
yeah. That game is going to be very. I'm looking forward to that one. I really want to
Brighton.
watch that game. Yeah,
Brighton Leeds because they're going to be chasing each other back and forth the whole game.
it's going to be like a poor man's Pep versus Jurgen. Leeds is Jurgen and Potter is Pep. Brighton is Pep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So they're both gonna be stubborn with the ideas. That's why it's gonna be a great game.
Yeah, sounds like fun. Sounds
Yeah.
like fun.
Brighton gonna pass out from the bag and Leeds gonna chase and press like animals. So it's gonna be fun. Yeah, that's it. That's it for this week. And a clean sheet for Spurs. That's happening. That's happening. I believe it's happening.
Yeah, I'm actually impressed that Spurs have 7 points. I mean, they've not really played that well,
They played
but
as well as Antonio Conte plays. That's what he
no,
plays.
Antonio Conte plays a lot better than that. No, no, no.
Really? He plays like that, winning
No,
football.
no, he plays a lot better. He plays good football, actually.
I think he plays winning football. That is good because you can't win without playing good.
You can. That's how they did it the other day. They didn't play well against Wolves.
There is a plan. They planned it out.
Nah, that wasn't the plan to be that bad.
In the second half, they turned it up. So I think yeah, it wasn't a plan to maybe give Wolves that many chances.
Yeah.
But I think they knew that they get past the first half. No, they're gonna use the second half
No, I have
to
no
press.
doubt that at halftime there were some words where Conte
Yeah, like the first half, they wasn't
straightened them up.
great, but his plan was not to concede, which should be all managers' plans. Don't concede goals.
Okay. All right, that's it for this week. Any final words, Pri?
That's good. All good.
Good. All right. Have a great week and get your picks in before game week 4 deadline tomorrow at 12 o'clock CET.
No, that's what
CAT.
Saturday.
What tomorrow? Oh, sorry, it's Thursday.
Hmm. It's all good. Might as well do tomorrow. Price changes.
Yeah, price changes and press conferences.
Yeah, press conference. I wait for that as well.
Okay. All right. Have a great week, everyone.
Sure. All the best.